In the wetlands of Mangalajodi, hunting happens in seconds. A purple heron spears a fish with deadly precision. An alert egret makes its move in the shallows. But the most dramatic moment comes when a black-headed ibis pulls a snake from the mud, turning the calm wetland into a sudden struggle. Welcome back to the hidden hunters of Mangalajodi. On the northern edge of the vast lagoon of Chilika Lake lies a wetland unlike any other, Mangalajodi, a maze of shallow waters, floating vegetation, and reed beds, creating the perfect refuge for thousands of birds. Here, life moves quietly across the wetlands. Waders patrol the shallows, herons stalk patiently through the reeds, and every ripple in the water could mean opportunity. And for one hunter, the wait is almost over. With lightning speed, the purple heron strikes, emerging with a fish, most likely a snakehead fish. The purple heron has made a successful catch, but for a heron, catching the prey is only half the challenge. Fish must be carefully handled before they can be swallowed. The long dagger-like bill of the purple heron is perfectly designed for gripping slippery prey. Even after being caught, fish often struggle violently, twisting and thrashing in a last attempt to escape. To prevent losing its meal, the heron repeatedly adjusts the fish in its bill. This process can take several minutes. To keep its struggling prey from escaping, the purple heron must move out of the water while handling the catch. The bird squeezes and repositions the fish again and again, slowly weakening the prey while gaining better control. Eventually, the fish must be aligned so that the head goes down first. Swallowing a fishtail first can be risky. The fins may catch inside the throat, making the meal difficult to swallow. By turning the fish head first, the fins fold naturally along the body as it slides down. It is a feeding strategy used by many fish-eating birds across wetlands. In places like Mangalajodi, on the edge of Chilika Lake, such moments are common. The shallow waters are rich with fish, insects, and countless other small creatures. For patient hunters like the purple heron, it is a perfect feeding ground. The purple heron is one of the most elegant hunters of Asian wetlands. Tall, slender, and perfectly adapted to life among reeds and marshes. It is a master of patience. Unlike many birds that actively chase their prey, the purple heron relies on stealth. But across the wetland, another bird is already active in the open shallows. Moving delicately through the shallow water is a long-legged wader known as the Pied Stilt. A bird perfectly adapted to life at the edge of lakes and marshes. With legs that appear impossibly long for its body, the stilt can walk through deeper water than most small waders. Each slow step allows it to search the surface for tiny aquatic prey. The Pied Stilt is commonly seen across Australia and New Zealand, where it thrives in marshes, lakes, and tidal flats. But here in India, sightings of this species are extremely rare. Only a handful of records exist, usually of birds that have wandered far from their usual range. The black-winged stilt, which is common across Asia, Africa, and Europe, looks almost identical at first glance. But there is a subtle difference. Pied stilts usually show a thick black patch along the nape, hind neck, and a dark collar, while black-winged stilts typically have cleaner white heads with less extensive black markings. Two remarkably similar birds, separated mainly by geography and these small plumage details. And in these shallow waters, another hunter is already searching for its next meal. In the shallow waters, patience is everything for the egret. With lightning speed, the bird strikes and captures its prey. But catching the fish is only the beginning. Before swallowing, the egret must carefully adjust its grip. Using quick movements of its sharp bill, the fish is turned and repositioned, always head first. Swallowing the prey this way helps prevent the fins and spines from catching inside the throat. For a moment, the struggle continues. The fish resists, twisting in a final attempt to escape. But the egret's long neck and flexible throat allow it to gradually slide the prey downward until the meal disappears completely. Gliding gracefully across the water is the northern pintail, one of the most elegant ducks found in wetlands. Recognized by its slender neck and the long pointed tail that gives it its name, this species is a winter visitor to India, migrating from the colder regions of the north. Unlike many diving ducks, pintails are dabblers. They feed by tipping forward in the water, reaching for aquatic plants, seeds, and small invertebrates just below the surface. Among the feeding ducks is the northern shoveler, easily recognized by its large, spoon-shaped bill. This unique bill allows it to filter tiny organisms from the water, sweeping side to side as it feeds with remarkable efficiency. Wading through the shallows is the black-tailed Godwit, a long-billed migrant from distant northern lands. With its sensitive bill, it probes deep into the mud, searching for hidden invertebrates beneath the surface. In the stillness of the wetland, a silent struggle begins. The black-headed Ibis has captured something far more challenging than its usual prey, a snake. Unlike fish or small invertebrates, a snake is powerful, flexible, and unpredictable. Even after being caught, it continues to fight, twisting its body in desperate resistance. The ibis grips it firmly with its long, curved bill, but swallowing cannot happen yet. Precision is everything. The bird must first subdue the prey. With controlled movements, the ibis lifts and drops the snake repeatedly, using gravity and force to weaken it. Each strike against the ground reduces the snake's ability to resist. Even now, the danger is real. A poorly handled snake can bite or coil around the bird's neck. Experience and instinct guide every movement. The black-headed ibis is a striking wetland bird, easily recognized by its white body, bare black head, and long down-curved bill. It is widely found across the Indian subcontinent, inhabiting marshes, lakes, floodplains, and even agricultural fields. Highly adaptable, this species often thrives in both natural and human-altered landscapes. An opportunistic feeder, the ibis consumes a wide variety of prey. Its diet includes insects, crustaceans, fish, frogs, and occasionally reptiles like snakes. Using its sensitive bill, it probes through mud and shallow water, detecting prey by touch rather than sight. Slowly, the ibis begins to reposition its catch. Finally, the ibis finds the right hole. The head of the snake is aligned. With a sudden motion, the bird begins to swallow. Its long neck becomes a living pathway, muscles contracting in waves as the snake slowly disappears. The shape of the prey is clearly visible, moving down the throat in a steady progression. Even now, the process is not effortless. The ibis pauses, readjusts, and continues, ensuring the prey moves smoothly inward. Bit by bit, the snake is consumed. What began as a violent struggle turns into a demonstration of remarkable adaptation, of anatomy designed for efficiency, and instinct refined through generations. For the black-headed ibis, such meals are rare but valuable. A large prey like this provides significant energy, enough to sustain the bird for extended periods. As the wetlands return to calm, the story is far from over. More hunts, more moments, and more unseen lives are still waiting to be revealed. This is just one chapter in an ever-changing world of survival. Part 3 is coming soon.